Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. We're up in the Tala Amphitheatre, and perhaps if your name's Sir Chris of Bridlington, this is your request. This is what you wanted to see. This is where sometimes on a summer's eve they have some live entertainment and the odd party and concert or two. Imagine this place when it's full of people, and of course entertainment going on and lights taking place, and on top of all of that, of course, that spectacular of a view straight down to the blue Mediterranean Sea. I would imagine a couple of hundred people could sit up here and remember olden times, perhaps, as a gladiator or two takes to the centre stage. But of course, in modern times, it tends to be a musician just down there entertaining you. And when you're finished, there is a little cafeteria restaurant to the rear. Perhaps you can pop in and have a drink or two. But there's something special about this place. There's something special about the sound, the echo, and there's something special about that view. Come on, let's go for a quick walk around the little park area at the amphitheatre in uptown Tala. Perhaps a place to pop onto your list when you jet into downtown Paphos. Get a bit of fresh air and get some views. Sit down and perhaps gather your thoughts. Let's walk to the edge and show you the beauty and the spectacality of the area known as the amphitheatre in uptown Tala. And that's the view straight out into the blue Mediterranean Sea. As we look down across the rooftops of Lower Tala, of course, Kasoniga, and as we look towards the right, that is the area of Coral Bay and Peja. Very popular place indeed if you're thinking about relocating to Cyprus, as is Tala. And the gentleman in the comments only yesterday that said he's looking forward to moving out to Paphos. He's bought himself an apartment and he's coming out in March, and perhaps he will be sitting up there watching a singer or two. Tala Amphitheatre. The graffiti artists have been about, as we can see, but to be honest, one of them's got quite a good eye and a good hand. I'm not on about the writing, I'm on about the gentleman who likes a little bit of blue, who's drawn perhaps his own face, or perhaps the love of his life's face on a wall. Shame about the rest of it, but there we go. This is modern times, isn't it? But that's not bad, that one. It's the rest of it that's spoiled it, isn't it? Hopefully the municipality comes up and, well, gets some acid or something and cleans it up. So there you go, that's where they perform. And of course, this area over here is where you get to sit on a summer's eve, obviously, and watch the event take place. Like I say, I would think about 200 people. Drop in the comments, how many people do you think could sit in the amphitheatre in Tala? Or perhaps you've been here for a show or two in the summer. Drop it in the comments. Let's go for a quick walk around and then we'll go back to my little table because I've got a coffee there waiting for me. On that note, if you like what you see, hit the like, smash that subscribe button. Please don't forget to keep on coming back for that little bit more of my complete and utter madness as I take you on my travels, on my adventures in and around Paphos. And like I say, today we're in the Tala Amphitheatre area, and this is the Amphitheatre Cafe. Let's go and have a snoop around, shall we? Probably a great place to sit, and the reason for that is because look, we've got an absolutely fabulous view. There's the car park down below, so if you've got a car, plenty of space for you to park up. And if you've got some littlies in your life, well, there's a little playground there as well with a swing or two, and you can watch over them while you sit on this raised terrace and look at that for a view. Oh my goodness, makes you glad to be alive and makes you feel special if you've got to get on a big bird and come to downtown Paphos. And of course, Amphitheatre cafeteria, all closed up because it's a bit early, but it opens up at around about 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. and it says it's open from Tuesday until Sunday. Whether that applies to the winter hours, I'm not quite sure, but perhaps you can hunt them down on Facebook, Amphitheatre Cafeteria. Plenty of nice little walkways, plenty of places to wander around, plenty of places for you to gather your thoughts, perhaps get yourself a selfie, sit down, perhaps just chat to a friend, like Mr. Paul likes to do. He likes to sit down and chat with his friends via YouTube and reach out to people like Baroness Lillian and of course Baron Frank, Lady so sweet Caroline, and of course Baron of the big guns, Baron Nigel. Perhaps to those two naughty boys who are relocating to downtown Cotswolds. Yes, they've left Cardiff behind them and they've relocated. Baron Jeremy, Baron Simon, we wish you a fantastic new life in the Cotswolds, and hopefully you don't get to annoy your neighbours too much. Otherwise, one of those days they might knock the door with a shotgun. So keep it calm. Don't let the party get out of control, shall we say. Beautiful area, the park area at the amphitheatre in Tala. And very well looked after. I've said this before. There's not a lot of litter around. I think there must be a couple of guys that come here every single day and clean the area up. Because whenever I'm here, there's always 4 or 5 people wandering around. So that must mean, you know, the odd one of them must drop that little bit of litter. And there's not a lot about, but it's a great park area, as we can see. And again, the trees appear to be very, very well tended indeed. But a lot of people come here for the calmness, and a lot of people come here to sit on a bench and, well, do some graffiti, obviously, while they look out to that view. And it is quite simply a view worth dying for. Over the rooftops and the treetops, and in the distance there is the Coral Bay Peninsula. So come on, let's get back, let's go and sit at one of the tables and let's talk for 1 or 2 minutes. What should we talk about today? I think we should talk about the great vibe that's in Cyprus, in Paphos in particular. I know there's a lot of people got a soft spot in the heart for Ayia Napa, and there's nothing wrong with Ayia Napa, by the way, but of course my viewpoint is always skewed towards the Paphos area because that's where we chose to live, and that's where a lot of people choose to live. It's got a calmness, it's got an airport, all the little things you would expect to have, isn't it? And a lot of expats and a lot of tourists choose to come back over and over again. And Cyprus has had a record year this year, so the Tourism Authority tells us more than 4 million tourists have come to Cyprus, and an awful lot of them have come to Paphos. So if you're looking for a great place to come for a holiday, I think Paphos should be right at the top of your list. So I want to get yourself on the internet, hunt it down, look for that special deal, get yourself on that big bird or that canoe or that bicycle, because Paphos, Cyprus, Marika and me, oh yeah, we're waiting, especially for you. And like I say, we've got all the amenities here as well. The little shack on the left-hand side is the toilets. They're open 24 hours a day, disabled toilets as well. This is the little park area, and right in front of us now again is the big car park. And there's probably enough parking in there for a good 100 or so cars. And again, a fabulous view. And a bus, as usual, parked up there, which is going to obscure my view when I sit down and say my fond farewells to you before I go off on my daily travels. So let's get to it. Let's go and see if my coffee is still nice and warm on my special little table. Well, I understand it's not my table, but I've adopted it, shall we say. And I always try to keep it clean, although someone appears to have dropped a beer bottle. But don't worry, I'll pick it up and I'll go and drop it in the bin. There's the coffee, and there's the little box of the little boy cigars. There we are, I'm back. I'm going to have a sit down. Hopefully Sir Chris of Bridlington has liked that little episode, hopefully. And let's show you that view again from, this is the view I get, isn't it, when I'm sitting here, shall we say. And it's looking fabulous today. As I predicted yesterday, I think the weather is going to get better and better and more crisp. And there's an awful lot of blueness coming, shall we say. Anyway, let's set it up so I can say my little bits, shall we say, and have a quick slurp on my coffee. It's been sitting here now for a few minutes. Hold on, let's have a look. Yep, lovely. Always piping hot when it comes out of Atlas Coffee. Like I was saying, when they're whizzing around in their little delivery cars, they drive like crazy. But of course they want to get that coffee there hot, or they want to get that frappe there where the ice is still solid, shall we say. Like I say, hit the like, smash that subscribe. Please don't forget to keep on coming back for my lunacy as I take you on my adventures. If somewhere you'd like me to go, like Sir Chris, drop in the comments, and you never know, that video may be coming very soon just for you. If you want to keep the channel afloat and perhaps fancy gifting us a coffee or two, very easy to do. All you have to do is Google these magic words, buy me a coffee, Marika and me. Up will come our landing page, and of course you can choose to read a little bit more about us, a comment or two, because we all like to read the comments, don't we? We do indeed. And then fingers crossed you may gift us that virtual coffee or two, or perhaps even join us as a superstar member, like many people are doing, and we do thank each and every one of you for that. If your name is Sir Carl, you got a Lady Bex in your life and a young Viscount, call Viscount James. Thank you very much indeed. If your name is Lady Kirstine, Sir of the Scots, yeah, and of course that grandson who is absolutely fantastic, Alexander the Fantastic. Thank you very much indeed. Lady Zena, our Sir Kev, and a big shout out to the prince known as Prince Lorenzo. Thank you very much indeed. And if you would like to buy a brick in the forthcoming Marika and Me Lounge bar and have your name on the Wall of Fame, on the Hollywood staircase, at only £50, or perhaps a swinging star from our spectacular ceiling at only £100, or one of the only steps left. There's only one left. If you want it, be very quick. £200 is all it will cost you, and if you'd like to make any of these purchases, all you have to do is hunt us down on PayPal. Paul G Cyprus, PAULGEE Cyprus. Up will come my face, up will come Marika's face, as we say a massive thank you for your help and your support in helping to find the Marika and Me Lounge bar. I'm going to say thanks for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this little episode, and hopefully you'll keep on coming back for my madness. One final shout out to two ladies in downtown Yorkshire. If your name is Lady Alison, and of course your mum, Lady Enid. We're looking forward to seeing you guys when you come back to Paphos next year, and there'll be a lift or two from the Mayfair Hotel to the Marika and Me Lounge Bar. Thanks for watching. I've enjoyed your company. Hopefully you've enjoyed my company.